constitutional rights. I mean, it's kind of a weird analogy, but it's basically the same thing. You have to basically take your bias and just fucking put it elsewhere and realize this is the objective and this is what we're trying to do.
And that's one of the
People don't
things
wanna do that.
we're actually kind of seeing that at the Capitol now, where we have Democrats who are progressives that are actually taking the time to research the bills and vote according to whether or not it actually helps the people, regardless of who submitted it. We had a friend of ours that's a representative that voted for Republican bills that strengthen banking laws. Okay, it's not a bad thing to reach across and actually vote for a bill that's going to help people regardless of who submitted it or whose bill it is.
Sponsored it, yeah.
And unfortunately, in politics now, you don't see that very often. It's always party line. And that's what's destroying our country.
And that needs to stop.
Yeah, that's what's destroying our country. We need people that will actually, first of all, we need compromise, okay? And compromise is not the Democrats saying, okay, we'll support the Republican bill. What compromise is the Democrats and the Republicans coming to the table together and saying, okay, this is what we need to be able to support your bill. And then the Republicans saying, okay, well, this is what we need from you to get your vote for this bill. So they work together to make the law or the bill so that each side benefits and then work together to pass it, as opposed to what we have now, which is this way or my way or the highway. Okay? You either vote for the bill because it's Republican or you vote against it because it's Democrat, or vice versa. And that's not good compromise. Compromise is working together to find common ground and legislate that benefits everyone, both sides of the equation, all sides of the equation. And that was, for me, one of the reasons why I so wanted to do the event and be a participant in the event at the strip club, because it kind of highlighted that whole idea to me.
Well, it's something different, too. I mean...
yeah, we can say that hasn't been done that often. No, but I mean,
it sounds kind of shitty, but the definition of insanity is to continue to do the same thing and expect a different result. Well, when you do the same type of forum, the same type of event, the same type of fundraiser, though it's great and I commend people for trying, if it's been done certain ways and it hasn't been successful, like, why the fuck do you think you're going to be the superstar to hit it out of the park? It's not going to fucking work. Try something different.
Think about it from this aspect, okay? In the 6 years we have run for office, when did we end up actually on the news? With the Satanic Temple thing.
Once I said I was an atheist.
Yes, when you defended the Satanic Temple in February of last year.
On our anniversary, yeah.
Right. And then going to the strip club. Other than that, the news, the media paid no attention to us whatsoever.
So the media is reactionary.
Well, no. The media is trying to get ratings and trying to get readers.
Of course
so they look for the stuff that's important. And for us out here in this district, we were unimportant until we did something that was shocking.
Which is sad, the fact that three Democratic if it was Republican candidates, it probably would have made the news. But the fact that it was a full slate of Democratic candidates in this district for the first time in 20 years.
Because of the fact that we're such a red district, they don't give a shit. Okay?
And the fact that the district's changed like 3 times.
Well, over the past 30 years. But
yeah.
I mean, just in general, it doesn't matter. Because in our district, a Democrat's not going to win. So they don't care.
But all of a
because it
sudden
doesn't
it's
bring
like,
ratings.
oh,
But
yes, I'm an atheist.
you pop up and you say, I'm an atheist. Boom. All of a sudden, you're on the news. Boom. We're doing an event at a strip club. All of a sudden, we're being interviewed. So in 6 years, we've been on the news twice. You've been on the news twice. I've been on the news once.
Controversy. Yeah. That's true.
So in 6 years, that's what we have gained, is we got a spot on the news because we went to a strip club to do an event and because Kara's an atheist. So that's kind of sad that it takes something that's so dramatic or so different to get the media who, I don't know, they're supposed to actually report the facts, refuse to actually pay attention to what's going on until it is something that can maybe adjust the ratings. Mm-hmm. Welcome to Media America. Woohoo!
And then people want to vote based on those things rather than on the issues. They think that now is the issue. And that's not the case.
No, we don't have time for that
you're
shit.
more than atheists who go to, who went to a strip club. You have thoughts and feelings. You care about people. You want to change the state to represent the people, not corporations. You have ideas. And
yeah, but that doesn't go over good in the
media.
And
you're very good, and you have good ideas. How many people watch those debates? If you go back and you look at those debate videos, I saw a really great debate with Trey Fesak and whoever was running the incumbent in his district. And Trey was a Dem Exeter who ran under the Green Party. And if you listen to his debate, he is very knowledgeable and considers, the people, and very smart when it comes to what to do that would help the state, to help employment, to help all these things. And the incumbent would be asked questions, and she was kind of like very slow and couldn't really answer very well, but she won by a landslide. Why? Because she had the right letter after her name and because she was the incumbent.
Right.
And because nobody watched that video. If every voter had watched that video, he would have won by a landslide.
I just don't get how we can call ourselves smart when we're actually so easily manipulated.
Well, remember that smart and intelligence are two different things. Okay. Yeah. But for example, for our clean elections debate, if people would have listened just to the introductions of the clean election debate, my introduction at the clean election debate was totally different and totally just out of the park as far as I'm concerned, and nobody cared. It was just glossed over. No, because nobody watches those videos. Nobody pays attention to that kind of stuff. Because in our district, we're going to lose anyway. And it's sad that people, for example, won't watch my debate and vote for me because I'm a Democrat. Even though I may have qualities that are important to them, even though I may have a different path on fixing some of the problems, they won't vote for me because I'm a Democrat. And that's just
and it's interesting because when I listened to your answers to the debate questions, they were about building up jobs and infrastructure in your area, and your answers are very good and reasonable and doable. You have ideas that would create good-paying jobs in an area that is lacking in infrastructure. Your ideas would build places that would not only employ people, but would give children and young people and families things to do in their area so they wouldn't have to drive farther away, because you do live in an area that is newer and just starting to build up. You had a lot of great ideas that don't cost the state a bunch of money. And the thing is, without that D next to your name, as an independent person, I don't want to say independent as an independent party, but as a person, if someone were to listen to your ideas, I don't care what party they are. If party was not an issue, they'd be like, damn, dude, you have some good ideas. Yeah, I want that bowling alley out here. That'd be great. I want another movie theater out here where it's near my house. Oh, yeah, I think it'd be great to have some bus lines coming out here. Oh, and it doesn't cost the state a bunch of money, and it's going to bring tax money into the state, and it's going to create jobs. That's a really great idea. Oh, look, you have ideas that are going to help preserve water without telling me I can't wash my car. That's what I want.
Right. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we don't have people to pay attention to that anymore. So, but anyway, we're coming up on the last side. We've got to cut to our PSAs and get ready for our next segment. So, for those of you who are listening, if you want to know more about what it's like to run for office, hey, all three of us can give you a whole list of things about pros and cons about what it's like to run for office. So you can find us on Facebook. Kara's on Facebook. You guys confuse the shit out of me.
It'll cost you guys like a beer, though, so just
yeah,
be
it may be a
forewarned.
beer. So, but anyway, we're going to cut to our PSAs, and we're going to go on to our next segment here shortly. Thank you, Kara, for being on the show tonight. Not you, Kara, but the other Kara. See, you guys confuse
Thank
the
you
shit out
too,
of me.
Kara.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
welcome. You can stay on the line if you want, though.
You can stay on the line. We're going to be talking with a couple of new candidates, so if you want to chip in, that's a good thing, especially if you're going to maybe think about running again. But
She's going to run again. You don't know it. You may not know it now, but you're going to.
Okay. Anyway, so we're going to cut to our PSAs, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
Hello, my name is Scott Pryor, co-host of the internet radio show Progressive Voices of Arizona. Arizona is made up of a wide variety of individuals, all of which have many different beliefs. Sometimes those whose beliefs are different from the majority tend to be forgotten or marginalized. This is where organizations such as the Secular Coalition for Arizona can help. The Secular Coalition for Arizona is a 501c4 lobby organization that represents the Arizona non-theistic community, a vibrant and growing community of Arizonans who self-identify as atheists, agnostics, humanists, freethinkers, and other labels of personal choosing, to elected officials in and from Arizona. They mediate the relationship between the non-theistic community and elected officials, and they work to ensure that the law is never biased to the detriment and interest of Arizona's non-theists. For more information, please visit their website at www.secularaz.org.
Hello, my name is Michelle Short. Stu DeHaan and myself are co-chapter heads of the Arizona chapter of the Satanic Temple. We are trying to bring the After-School Satan Club to a school district near you. The Supreme Court ruled in 2001, in the case of Good News Club versus Milford Central School, that schools operate a limited public forum, and that, as such, they may not discriminate against religious speech should a religious organization choose to operate an after-school club on their premises. Christian evangelicals, particularly the Child Evangelism Fellowship, have taken advantage of this ruling ever since. As it is illegal for schools to discriminate against specific religions or preference others, after-school Satan clubs cannot be denied wherever Christian or any other religious clubs operate. All after-school Satan clubs are based upon a uniform syllabus that emphasizes a scientific, rationalist, non-superstitious worldview, while the twisted evangelical teachings of the Good News Clubs robs children of the innocence and enjoyment of childhood, replacing them with a negative self-image, preoccupation with sin, fear of hell, and aversion to critical thinking. After-school Satan clubs incorporate games, projects, and thinking exercises that help children understand how we know, what we know about our world and our universe. After-school Satan clubs are operated by local chapters of the Satanic Temple, by volunteer members who have been vetted by the Executive Ministry for professionalism, social responsibility, superior communication skills, and lack of criminal history. For more information about our program, please visit our website, afterschoolsatan.com.